High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to Victory Field here in Old Town. It is our third stop of the week on Ticket TV. We're in Hamden on Tuesday night. We were in Herman last night. Here at Victory Field tonight for some Class B soccer between the Old Town Coyotes and the visitors making the trip up from the island, the MDI Trojans. I'm Mark Paulette, welcoming you into our pregame show here on Ticket TV. It's the Darlings pregame show presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models of all used makes. Visit darlings.com. Well, the matchup, as I just stated, you got the Coyotes and the Trojans. MDI coming into this evening with a record of 1-1. The Old Town Coyotes in search of their first win this year, their first win going back a couple of seasons, because the Coyotes a year ago 0-14, in 2024. I'll be joined by Ernie Clark in the broadcast booth here eventually. Ernie finishing up duties on the drive right now. He'll be joining me in the Quirk Auto Group broadcast booth right around the time that we kick this one off. That's coming up in about 7 minutes' time. Now let's take a look at the Class B standings so far in the very early portion of the 2025 fall season here. You see MDI with that win sitting in 13th. The Old Town Coyotes, one of 5 teams in Class B still searching for their first victory of the season. We had Herman last night against Caribou, two teams that are now in the top 4. Caribou won 0-1 after a season open victory over Foxcroft Academy, and Herman no wins this year, but a couple of ties, which have them in that 4 spot in the standings, and what is a very, very deep Class B on the boys' side of things. Those standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. A beautiful setting for some soccer tonight at Victory Field. The entire pitch is just splashed in the sunlight right now as we're about 6 minutes away from the kick. Our coverage also presented by McDonald's, your local family-owned McDonald's, where extra value meals are back. McD's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save and make your favorites a meal. Whether you love Big Mac, crave the quarter pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we're getting ready for the kick between the Coyotes and the Trojans, inching our way towards it about 5.5 minutes right here on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back into the Darlings pregame show here on Ticket TV. Coverage of Ticket TV is presented in part by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Taking a look now at the team rosters for the Coyotes and the Trojans. We'll begin with the visitors from MDI as you see the team huddled over there on their bench. MDI coming off a 3-7-4 year a season ago. They fell 3-2 to Presque Isle in the 8-9 prelim, and as you take a look at how they take shape this year, it is a big senior class leading the way. 10 seniors for the Trojans. They've got 5 juniors, 3 sophomore, and 3 freshmen for Max Mason. As for the Coyotes, mentioned an 0-14 season last year, dropping the season opener this year, so looking for their first win in a minute. A little smaller squad out there for head coach Josh Bousquet. They line up with 3 seniors, 5 juniors, 4 sophomores. Then they've got a handful of swing players from JV, Carter Drost, Evan Reardon, Hunter Corvo, Landon Sear, and Joey Machowski making up those swing players. Ticket TV coverage is brought to you in part by UMaine Online, 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now, umaine.edu/online. Our coverage also presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. We'll take one more break and come back for the kick. It's right around the corner between the Coyotes and the Trojans on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
Cutting out of the break to get back here to Victory Field because this contest is underway. Starting a little early tonight, the Coyotes and the Trojans getting this one going as on the attack, straight from the jump. Chance there for Old Town, now trying to scramble out. And coming the other way, we got green on green here tonight at Victory Field. Battle for positioning and possession in the midfield. Playing it all the way back here, Odin Berwin. Popped over the top and giving chase. We got our first chance of the game and a player going down in the box. We got a whistle. No, they say not a penalty. It's going the other way with a free kick. Punted back into the sky. Old Town with a touch. MDI trying to jump onto possession of the ball right around midfield. Poked up ahead, but coming out of there, the keeper to sweep it out of play. Trojans awaiting the throw, looking to bring a long one into the 18-yard box. Popped over the top. Got to head to it, and now MDI trying to scramble to keep it down here. Cross played into the back post. Dangerous offering, but the Trojans unable to keep it in play. First real promising move of the game for either team belongs to MDI. Old Town looking things over here before bringing the ball back into play. Now they do. Tossed back in by the Coyotes. MDI the first to it. So Old Town will have to retrieve into their defensive zone. MDI not wanting them to come down there and get anything going. It'll be Trojan ball off the restart. 3 minutes gone in tonight's contest, which is presented in part by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Windham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Aiden Susi handing the ball off to a teammate. It'll be Joel Ruiz to bring it back into play. And a little confusion there of exactly where the boundary's at. We got multiple lines here on the soccer pitch and football field, if you will, the gridiron and the pitch here at Victory Field. And it's actually going to be an Old Town throw after a fault, if you will, there on MDI. Not knowing where the sideline was. So the Coyotes will bring it in back to their keeper. Trojans making their way up the pitch. There's a nice ball ahead. It's all white shirts behind it. There's a shot from distance that fizzes wide. You saw all the Trojans running behind that ball. MDI certainly the more attacking of the two here in the opening minutes. Coyotes trying to jump on the ball around the 30. Trying to continue the run there. Jack DeGrasse as he's forced off the ball, and as that one goes deep, a whistle comes in. Offsides looks to be the call. Coyotes trying to make their way down the pitch, working left to right here. Haven't really been able to stretch it down into the offensive end yet. Here's DeGrasse trying to make his way through the defense and unable to do so. Some strong defense held up there by Cameron Graham of the Trojans. That looked like an attempted shot, but it turns out to be a perfect cross, and we got a first goal of the game, punching it into the back of the net for MDI. Colin Sullivan to open the scoring here in Old Town just over 5 minutes into the contest. Colin Sullivan opens the scoring, senior for the Trojans. Back underway here at Victory Field. Coyotes looking for a quick response, and now MDI looking to add to the lead. Nifty play off his head and then trying to put it off the boot there by a Trojan. Berwin plays it backwards. A little bit of trouble here as Old Town trying to scramble to win away possession. They do so through Ruiz, but then taken away by that Trojan defense. Back in by the Trojans. Trying to work up that far sideline again. They get around the first line of defense. Trying to play in across in the box. Bodies come together. Trojans circle it around. A shot comes in from outside or just the edge of the area. Collected in net and punted back up to the midfield. Berwin tosses it back in. Advancing are the Trojans once again. There's a nice cross played in. Oh, and a save initially, but punched in on the second effort. And it's 2-0 MDI in the opening 8 minutes. Take another look as the first attempt wasn't quite there. Save was made, and coming in on the cleanup effort, I believe that was Max Webster, senior midfielder, to make it 2-0 Trojans. So Colin Sullivan, followed by Max Webster about 90 seconds later. Just like that, the Trojans are off and running. Coverage tonight presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. You can register for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Also presented by Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, you can start your future at emcc.edu. All right, we'll send you off to a picture-in-picture break here, keeping an eye on the action at Victory Field. Back with the commentary in just a few moments on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Back here at Victory Field, the Coyotes trying to mount a threat for the first time in this one, just beyond 10 minutes off the clock, approaching 11 minutes gone in the first half. Trojans leading 2-0. See the ball at the feet of number 14 right now. I was trying to figure out that individual's identity during the break. I'm looking at a roster with no 14 and 2 12s, but Bo Lissy listed as a forward. He's 14 tonight, getting the word. All right, so we have identified that individual as a through ball here by the Trojans, trying to chase it down and punch another in. Takes a deflection on the way. A second cross played in, and that one fizzes through the area. Still in a dangerous zone, though, for the Trojans. That ball played high into the sky and out for a goal kick. Two nothing Trojans on a couple of goals from Colin Sullivan and Max Webster. Our coverage on Ticket TV, presented in part by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered. Maine Trailer, Hamden and Auburn. Coverage also presented by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Menu Treat is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor. Long throw by the Trojans, played in. Sebastian Cullen looking for the cross. Denied on the first attempt. Lissy with the throw, goes back to Cullen in the corner. Right-footed cross towards the near post, and that one has to be collected off a bounce to avoid a third goal. Played out of the air by Ruiz at the other end. Trying to bring it towards the midfield and find some options, taken away by the Trojans. Lissy with a defensive effort. And here comes MDI up that far sideline. Once again, white shirts flying forward on the attack. That ball given away. MDI trying to collect it once more. Osno left the ball behind, but it will be a Coyote throw. Max Ramos picking it up to do the duty. Brought back in, and the Trojans jump right on, intercepting. Trying to knock it forward, see if they can get a third one here on the board, giving chase and getting going just a little too quickly that time was Cullen. Coyote free kick, played out of the air by MDI. Headed along by Isaac Depew. Thrown up the sideline in the direction of DeGrasse, but out of play off of him and to the Trojans. Battle for possession in the midfield area. Neither team's really making it outside the 45-yard line on either side of the midfield. Mark Paulette on the call of this broadcast, and now joined here in the booth by Ernie Clark.
They said the impossible couldn't be done.
Two places at once? Look at us.
Pretty much. I'll tell you what, this field looks great.
Yeah.
For I mean, you think about all the dryness
How dry
it
it was.
There's some brown fields kicking around, but not this one. This is in tremendous shape for football and soccer.
Played out at the back. We got a corner coming up here for the Trojans. Trojans looking for a ball. Cullen having to chase that one down himself. He spots the ball. The referee just giving some instruction to the players in the box. About half the players hanging out in there, half outside as Trojans come charging in. A deflection on goal, but it's scooped up there. And a nice stop by the Coyotes. Punted into the air right around the edge of the area and straight out of play.
Yeah, that was Henry Hansen with the dive into the middle of the goal crease to get his head on the ball, and good reaction by the Old Town goalie. Got to think about this because just coming in here, and it's two teams that are green and white basically.
It was a harrowing first 30 seconds of this match, let me tell you, Ernie, because it began about 2 minutes after I arrived on the scene here.
Oh, wow.
And before my brain had the opportunity to pick out which team is associated with which green. Took me a few possessions, took me a few times saying it incorrectly before Max jumped in my ear and said, nope, actually, that'd be the Trojans in all white as that one's put in. And a diving effort there in goal by the Coyotes as they're starting to settle into the action here.
Yeah, Max Webster, number 17 for MDI with a real good effort off the right foot. A little bit of a fast break, if you will, by the MDI Trojans after they gain control of the ball in their midfield.
Jack DeGrasse going through the back of Cameron Graham there. Whistle will give possession back to MDI.
MDI with 9 seniors on their varsity roster, so a pretty veteran team. They were just 3-7-4 last year. Did make it to the playoffs. Lost to Presque Isle in an 8-9 game in overtime, 3-2. lost to the Wildcats already once this season to open the season. That was a 1-0 game, and then bounced back on Tuesday to beat George Stevens Academy 5-1. A couple of goals for Colin Sullivan.
Slipped there in the midfield, but getting up to continue the run for the Trojans. They come down that far sideline again. First attempt is poked out wide.
Of course, Old Town trying to build its program back. Struggled last year, didn't win a game, but good numbers out this year between the varsity and the JVs. I think they have almost 30 players, so that's a good start for the Coyotes.
Yeah, they carry 4 sophomores, 5 juniors, 3 seniors, and then they have that handful of swing players up from the JV.
Well, they got their starting 11, and then in terms of the JVs, there's 1 junior, 3 sophomores, and a freshman. They get a chance to get as much action as possible to try to develop so they can become full-time varsity players sooner rather than later.
MDI applying a little pressure as the Coyotes trying to take this free kick from the back.
Boy, you got a beautiful night. It's like 70 degrees right now at 6
Yeah,
o'clock, and it'll be cool by the time you wake up in the morning, but while this game's going on, just about perfect conditions.
Old Town trying to advance the ball up the pitch. That one is kicked out of play.
It's like fall almost come a little bit early. I mean, technically it's not fall yet.
Yeah.
But it's been like fall with temperatures in the 60s and 70s for the last week or so, and makes you want to be outside all the time.
You will not find me complaining about those temperatures. That is perfect weather. Played down here by the Coyotes. MDI trying to keep it down at this end of the pitch, and they do so, taking it away. The attempted shot from distance played out wide off the deflection. Snapping it into the top of the net. Colin Sullivan has his second of the game.
Second of the game and at least fourth of the season. It is fourth of the season. He had 2 on Tuesday against George Stevens Academy in Deer Isle Stonington. That's a co-op team. Coach Sullivan known more for his baseball.
Yeah.
He's the reigning Penobscot Valley Conference Player of the Year, and he's already committed to play Division I baseball at Georgetown University, heading to D.C. next year.
Not a bad gig.
No, but he's also been very effective on the pitch here last couple of years for the Trojans. We mentioned 4 goals now in 3 games.
Coyotes trying to advance the ball up the pitch here, allow some players to run after it. DeGrasse plays it forward. Now MDI will go all the way back and let their keeper boot it down the pitch.
That's Riken Haymore, who was a second-team all-conference choice last year in the goal for the Trojans. So they've got experience in net as well. Haymore, one of those 9 seniors on the roster.
Just beyond the halfway point of this first half. We'll get ready to send you off to another picture-in-picture break in just a moment. See what comes of this move for the Trojans as it's knocked ahead for Sullivan to chase after. Just dealt with by the Coyotes initially and now rolled out of play. So the green shirts turning and running in the other direction as Sullivan comes over for the throw. Here's the run-up and the delivery. Sullivan throwing it all the way into the area. Nearly got through to the back post to a Trojan that was hanging out back there, but out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, bounced over the head. Watch this. Gets beyond the defense and bounces over the head of the charging Trojan there as well. I think it was Parker Higgins that might have been in there. Well, he's also a pitcher. He's primarily a middle infielder. That's probably where he'll make his hay in college as a baseball player. Talking about Colin Sullivan, but he's also a pretty good pitcher and was a strong pitcher last 2 years actually.
Accurate with the hands and the feet, Mr. Sullivan. Ball in the midfield. The Trojans trying to jump back on it and able to do so. Graham trying to make the run forward. Here comes MDI again down the far sideline. Cross played in. It takes a deflection, and that will go out of play for another corner. I believe that's Cullen along the far sideline waiting to take the corner. Well, he's left the ball behind.
Yeah, he did. He was nice of him to place it there, but let's see who's going to take it.
Looks like he's been subbed out. That would be why. He's heading over towards the bench, making the long run across the field. I believe it was Isaac Ellis because there's not a 16 on the roster.
Right.
There's a 6 on his back. Delivery played in, a scramble in the box. A touch to it, still alive with the Coyotes trying to clear, and now they do. Hitting it high into the air out towards the midfield area. Old Town trying to play it down. Aiden Susi able to do so with the ball at his feet. Left-footed pass up ahead to a teammate, and a shot comes in, which forces a save out of Haymore at the back.
Cooper Neely, junior midfielder, made the run down the right side. Slowed up for a minute. I was waiting for him to pick up the speed, and the pass forced him to pick up the speed as it went toward the corner. Led him perfectly, and he got off a good shot for the Coyotes.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes for takeout. Call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. We're also brought to you by Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals. This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals. Bring the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemain.com. All right, let's send you off to that next picture-in-picture break. Back with the commentary from Victory Field in just a moment on Ticket TV.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, Coyotes chasing the Trojans 3-0 with about 13 minutes remaining in the first half of play here on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you in part by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules. Office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. Also brought to you by Angelo's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouthwatering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. 3-0, the Trojans in front on the back of 2 goals from Colin Sullivan and Max Webster adding 1 in the middle.
Good run there moments ago by Landon Sear, one of those swing players, sophomore, to give Old Town a restart from their offensive end, and now MDI trying to clear.
Mentioned in the pregame how this is our 3rd stop in 3 nights on Ticket TV as that one's played ahead. Keeper coming way outside of the zone. I guess he didn't get a hand on that, and it was all leg as he continues to kick away at it. And the ball makes its way out of play for a Trojan throw. Let's take another look, though, because he was way outside. Well, this is after the fact.
After the fact. He's already out there. And then once he got up, he didn't touch it with his hand. Kind of a little hard to tell because it's a pink soccer.
Yeah, there's
lines,
already
right?
been a couple instances of on throw-ins where players didn't know where they were throwing the ball. One spot early in the game where the Coyotes had a throw-in, did it from the wrong spot, and effectively it was a fault, so it went back to MDI.
Yeah, I'm figuring out where that line is that the goalie can get out past as he makes a nice save there.
Should be right around the
and it was
8-yard line.
Yeah.
18-yard box.
Yeah, and he was, it was close.
That might be a little discussion going on there with the referee, asking exactly where they were on the field. To his credit, the body was turned, so it wasn't like his arms were sweeping out at the ball. He was just throwing the body in front of it.
He slid at it legs first, so
yeah.
it's a pretty good chance that he wasn't trying to grab possession of it, and that's probably what saved him in that instance.
Got some school profiles to show you here during the run of the first half. The Coyotes taking a free kick, trying to play it forward. Now through the back line and just having to scramble to keep the possession alive as the Trojans come away with it. Nice job by DeGrasse to get back and take away the ball. But MDI off and running once more. A fake cross, buys some space. Pass in the direction of Webster out top. Actually, that is number 7, Henry Hansen. Played over the top on an attempted cross and out of play behind the goal. Let's take a look at those school profiles while we have a second here, starting off with the visitors from the island.
That is actually just the wrong title. It's actually MDI High School. You see the logo up above there. Enrollment 474, Bunky Daly, athletic administrator, longtime athletic administrator, Matt Haney, the principal for the Trojans. And in the 1850s, artists like Frederick E. Church and Thomas Cole popularized Mount Desert Island, I was going to say MDI, thanks through their landscape paintings, attracting wealthy visitors and leading to the development of Bar Harbor as a summer resort. I think the ocean had something to do with it, too, to be perfectly honest.
A little bit of geography there.
Yeah.
Show you Old Town here in just a second as the Coyotes go chasing after this ball, but MDI is the first to touch it, and actually looks like they played it off a Trojan out of play to win a throw. That they did, so MDI brings it back into play, looking for a 4th goal here before the half. And a 4th goal would be halfway to the mercy roll, correct? Which is still, what is it, year
I think
2 or 3 for that?
2 or 3, but it's 8 goals. 8-goal lead entering the final 20 minutes or beyond.
And there's number 4. It gets through the keeper and into the back of the net. And that appears to be Isaac Ellis that they're celebrating, they being the Trojans.
Number 6 there. Let's watch this play.
Let's take another
Ball's
look.
inside. There's Ellis with the ball.
Yep.
Shot off the goalie's hand and in.
Powered it right through the keeper, and just to make sure, for good measure, went in and tapped it with the side of his foot to hit the back of the net.
Keeper got both hands on it, but couldn't control it, and it slipped to between him and the near post. Ellis with a goal. It's 4-0 in favor of the Trojans.
So Colin Sullivan at 34-19. It was Max Webster at 32:46 remaining. Colin Sullivan again with 20:16 on the clock. And Isaac Ellis just under 9 minutes remaining in the opening half. Gives the Trojans a 4-0 lead.
Trojans a 9 seed last year in the tournament. Not a lot of wins, but a bunch of ties, so they got heel points in, 7 of their 14 games. And I think with a veteran team here this year, they'd like to go deeper in what should be a pretty...
There's another one. They're showing off tonight at Victory Field in Old Town. The goals are coming quick here for the Trojans. That one off the right foot of Henry Hansen.
Yeah, got sent out, one pass from the middle, and just a nice blast there from the right wing, high into the near post. That's 2 goals in less than a minute, I would say.
And according to me, taking down the times frozen on the clock, 2 and 42 seconds.
There you go. Very unsoccer-like, generally speaking. But rapid-fire goals, and...
They had 2 in about a minute 45 stretch to open the game between Sullivan at 34:19 and Webster at 32:46. Now 2 and 42 seconds to do it one better here in the late in the first half. Here's a good opportunity for the Coyotes. Trying to see who that was in there. Number 23 was Susi, playing it onto the right foot.
Aiden Susi, a junior, tried to get a shot off, but got it blocked by MDI, and now a foul against MDI.
Here's a look at that Old Town school profile that we left hanging for a minute.
Yeah, 546 the enrollment. Jeremy Bousquet, the athletic administrator, and Scott Gordon, the principal for the Coyotes. During World War II, Milford was home to an Air Force auxiliary airfield. Operational from 1942 to 1948, it supported training missions from nearby Dow Army Airfield in Bangor, and later served as a survival school site.
All right.
I remember seeing, well, you know something? No, I wasn't in Milford. I remember when I was at the University of Maine, there was one of these underground deals that we kind of found through our hiking around campus. And it wasn't that one, but it was something like it. There were all kinds of them kicking around.
Really?
I suppose. I'm guessing it was similar to what we just described here.
A near chance for the Trojans and taking it off the foot. Old Town able to survive that attack.
Yeah, it was number 13, Gryphon Noble Brown for MDI, who was a pretty nice guy there. Didn't, aggressively try to kick
swinging
the ball
away at the keeper, yeah.
When it was no control there for a moment.
Ball out of play, awaiting an MDI throw. The Trojans first making a couple substitutions.
Yeah, the Coyotes with some growing pains here as they try to rebuild the program. And it's going to take an effort from the youth levels up. And,
Ooh, an interception along the way to deny a save at the back there, but...
Could have been a little tricky, though, if he'd not got quite as definitive contact with that ball. He'd have tipped it past the goalie who was reading it.
MDI trying to break the other way, and they may be doing so. Off and running is Hansen. Down the far sideline. He's caught up to, so now just trying to box out the defender and wait for teammates to catch up. Instead, it's poked out of play, and it'll be a Trojan throw. Noble Brown over there to take the throw. Brought back in. Out at the edge of the box, a curling effort. Snared out of the air as MDI continues to pepper things at that end.
Do we know who the goalie is for
Well, I believe it's max speed because they have 2 Gs listed on the roster.
Yes.
And number 10, you'll notice, has the ball at his feet right now.
Oh, there you go.
Joel
right.
Ruiz.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
That's just what I'm going off.
No,
but
I think you're probably right there. Yeah, it looks like he's got a 1 on the back of his green jersey and don't have a 1 listed.
And also this first 12 on the MDI roster wearing 14 tonight.
Okay.
Adding to some of the game we're playing here.
Early season sometimes brings changes. 12 is 14.
Cross comes in from Old Town, a second chance, and that one floats over the net.
I didn't realize there were 2 12s, but I'm just glad to get rosters at this time of the season.
Yeah, that's
early
true.
On. There are a lot of places on the internet to get them, but sometimes you have to search. Or sometimes you have to email the school. And
reach out directly.
Ms. Hodgson down to MDI High School was very quick to return my email yesterday to send along a roster. Appreciate that.
Trojans able to keep that ball from going out of play. Now in search of a 6th goal before the half. They've still got another 3:40 to make it happen. Ball at the feet of Grant. And we got a whistle there before that move got going. Offsides.
Offsides there. He was good idea, but the is that 13? I think that's Noble Brown, who was ahead of the play before it even started.
Fight for possession in the midfield, and MDI comes away with it. Ruiz with a hard challenge from behind, but I guess he got all ball, so he thought, well, let's go for it again, and a whistle comes through on the second attempt.
Yeah, he was on the ground and kind of diving forward. I don't know if that constitutes what used to be called a dangerous play, but something along those lines anyways, and MDI gets the ball.
Anytime the spikes are up at this level, you show the spikes, and chances are a whistle follows it. There's another strong challenge, and MDI comes away with the ball. Oh, just out in front of things, though. Offside is up to deny the Trojans another look at goal.
Yeah, nice play there by MDI. Number 1. Don't have a name for him, probably up from the JV squad.
Yeah, your guess is as best as mine.
Yeah. Well, both teams using a lot of players here, so it is an opportunity for some of the younger guys to get some varsity action as well.
MDI plays this one over the top. Speed will come out and deal with it. His punt goes right out of bounds with 2 minutes remaining, and back to the Trojans. Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more. 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Also brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer for homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available. MDI looking for more. Save made on the first attempt, but rolled just wide on the second. Trojans went for precision over power on the second attempt and came up empty on both.
Yeah, Hansen with a strong shot initially, and then Speed, the goalie, got both hands on it, but it popped back out, and I believe it was Noble Brown on the rebound, just wide to the left side of the net.
Put back in play by the Coyotes, and it's the Trojans jumping onto it, knocking it ahead. It's a foot race, taking it from distance and bouncing it a couple of times, skipped along the way, off the post, and it's another goal. Henry Hansen, he's got another tonight, and a 6th for the Trojans.
Lead pass by Seb Cullen, number 22, to Hansen, and he takes one dribble and fires, and gets it inside the far post. Hansen just a sophomore.
Hansen with a first half brace to join his teammate Colin Sullivan. He's actually scored the last 2 for the Trojans here inside the final 60 of the opening 40. Played in deep by the Coyotes and out of play. Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman does repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, they can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 207-989-6322.
Player down for Old Town.
Getting checked out by the trainer, and now walking off the field under his own power. 38 seconds remaining in this opening half. Coming up at the half, we'll get you a replay of all 6 of these MDI goals, as well as a look ahead at our upcoming broadcast schedule, some live events this week on the ticket, and much more.
I missed the first 2. I'll be interested to see what they look like.
There we go. We can fill in my broadcast partner as well, Ernie Clark, so we can get the rest of the story tonight from Victory Field.
Did get here in time for the last 4.
Trojans hoping that they've got a few more in the bag tonight and that it doesn't stop at 6.
Well, they got their offense going on Tuesday. Got shut out the first game by Prescott, 1-0, and at 5 against George Stevens Academy, which was a strong team in Class C last year. Won 11 games during the regular season. Don't know their projections for this year. But
Coyote throw, trying to take it quickly here. 15 seconds remaining in the first half. That one out. Let's see if Old Town. Nope, it's MDI ball, and the Trojans in no rush to put it back in play as they're sitting on a 6-0 advantage at intermission. MDI firing through the first 40. Don't go anywhere. We're back for the halftime show right after this timeout on Ticket TV.
When I had first left for college, I was super excited to start pursuing my dreams, and I had met so many amazing people my freshman year. Yeah, some days were really hard, balancing work life and classes, but most of them, they were the best of my life, because I had something not everyone gets. A dad inspiring me every step of the way, and I'm so happy to graduate beside you.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit CreativeOptionsLLC.org. That's CreativeOptionsLLC.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Welcome back to Victory Field here in Old Town. And there's a shot of our fan cam here as we welcome you into the halftime show. University of Maine fan cam, Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the game day excitement in Orono when the Black Bears host Stonehill on Saturday. For tickets and more information, visit goblackbears.com. Go Blue! We've reached the half. It's the Furniture Gallery halftime show here on Ticket TV, sponsored by, well, guess who? The Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Windham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home, from great brands like Ashley and Flex Steel, plus plenty more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Let's start off this halftime show with a look at the first half highlights. 6 goals on the board for the MDI Trojans. And the highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience.
Sun is bright as this game starts. There's a push there. A foul led to a free kick for Old Town. There's the shot wide. Fooled me there a little bit. That shot wide. 14. Nice pass there to Sullivan. Assist to Boss Lisi. There's goal number 2. See that. The restart from the right side, and there is actually a nice stop by Max Speed. And another nice stop by Speed on Max Webster.
Yeah, 6 goals, but some nice saves in that first half from Speed.
He really did. He was pretty athletic there in net. There's Sullivan again, his second goal of the half, 4th of the season. Ball gets on the ground, but nobody from MDI can get to it that time. It travels out of bounds. As Cooper Neely there, number 11 for Old Town with a bid.
That was the play with Speed coming
Speed
way
comes
outside
way out.
goal to
Yeah.
deny the move.
Indeed. Goal number 5 for the Trojans there. And there is
Henry
Hansen.
Hansen.
Yes, indeed. I think that made it 5, actually. There's one more there as Speed smothers the ball. Oh.
One of the better opportunities for the Coyotes in the first half.
Yep, that was Hunter Corvo, sophomore. There's a shot just wide by the Trojans. Here comes the lead there. Play is inbounds. Onsides. There's Hansen scored 2.
Yep, he scored the last 2 of that first half.
There you go. There's the last one right there, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Trojans.
6-0 MDI at the break. Once again, those halftime highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Coverage on Ticket TV. Also brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center. Find it right here in Old Town, 13 Chester Street, and call 827-7887. Those were the numbers on the first half. That first half recap is brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeouts, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Let's take a look at the rest of our broadcast schedule. One more game on tap this week. That'll be tomorrow night, where the Stearns Minutemen traveling down to take on the Orono Red Riots at 7 o'clock. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark on the call of that one. And then next week gets underway at the Pottle Sports Complex. The Herman Boys hosting the John Bapps Boys at 6 o'clock on Monday. Tuesday, we're at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Rams play host to the Witches in Class A Boys Soccer. And on Thursday, right back at Pottle for that same matchup, just on the girls' side of things, Crusaders at the Hawks at 6 o'clock. That's the upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. We're brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference, 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor, and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's the second half kickoff between the Trojans and the Coyotes up next.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $625. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
We're back here still at the half at Victory Field with the Trojans in front of the Coyotes 6-0. Both teams out there on the pitch getting ready for the second half kickoff. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the upcoming live events the rest of this week and weekend on the ticket. Tonight, it's Thursday Night Football, kicking off Week 2 in the NFL. Commanders at the Packers, two teams coming off 2 touchdown wins in Week 1. Coverage at 7:30, the kickoff at 8:15. Tomorrow night, the Red Sox welcome the Yankees for the first of 3 at Fenway Park. All kinds of playoff seating on the line. 6:10 is the coverage time tomorrow night, 7:10 first pitch. On Saturday, Game 2 comes your way at 4:10 with a 3:10 pregame. And then on Sunday, Seahawks at Steelers in the 1 o'clock window because Red Sox-Yankees Sunday night baseball to wrap up the weekend on the ticket.
And just in terms of Friday's Red Sox game, that's on Apple.
That is an Apple exclusive, so if you don't have that deal, the ticket is your only place to hear it.
Indeed.
Getting ready here for the second half kickoff.
Yeah, it was a conversation with Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner.
It was an interesting one, wasn't it?
We were talking about how many places you have to go or are going to have to go to get NBA games and how much it's going to cost over the course of the year. And he kind of brushed the cost, which is hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Like $600-700. He kind of brushed that off, which I don't think will endear him to a lot of fans because
said it's a highlight league. If you can't afford to stream, just watch the highlights. You'll get the gist from it.
Right. Well, then maybe nobody should go to the games then if they just want to catch the highlights.
It's kind of like, what's the point of going to the movies? You can just watch the trailer, get a good idea for what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was. You figure a guy in such a political position would be smarter than that, but not so. I think it was someplace. It got to over $1,000 for.
I think that's the NFL. If you're looking at every single package with Sunday ticket included, which is obviously like a $300-400 charge, but then the streaming subscriptions, everything else would cost for the yearly service. Yeah, it came in north of like $1,100.
That's what it was. But even with the NBA, it was hundreds of dollars. By the way, I through this ESPN deal, I got the Sunday Red Zone for National Football League.
Yep.
That's great.
Isn't it?
I'd never seen it before.
Oh, it's the best channel. Once you... Oh, a strong challenge and maybe more. We got a penalty coming up.
Yep, stoppage.
And a chance here.
Well, you see
maybe
this again.
just the stoppage. I thought he was whistling for the penalty.
I see the number there, but he came out high. They were both going for the ball. I don't know how you determine.
Ooh, we got a red card being shown to the Trojans. Can we see that replay again? And that's got to be on the keeper, right? Because he was the one who came out to initiate the contact.
Let's watch this here. Ball is sent in. Oh,
kind of a 2-footed dive. It wasn't the ball, though.
He was late. I mean, he didn't get the ball until the late part of it, but that's going to be the goalie being sent off for MDI. That's a kind of a tough play there. I mean, I'm sure there's a rule about, I don't know, dangerous plays and excessive violence and all that kind of stuff. But
so Hamer off, still maybe a little confused as to what exactly he did. Like we were talking about in the first half, though, challenge with the studs up. That
was part of it. He came out hard and looks like they got the backup goalie in there now.
John Shepard coming in off the bench, the junior, number 99. And getting called right into action with Ruiz standing at the penalty spot, trying to get the Coyotes on the board.
Yeah, I didn't see who the player was for Old Town. Couldn't get a number there to see who was charging in, trying to beat Hamer to the ball, but it's going to result in a penalty kick for Joel Ruiz, a senior.
Just waiting to get that whistle here. And over the top through the uprights. And the clean sheet still intact to this point for the Trojans.
You start thinking about it. So welcome to the game to the backup goalie.
Yeah.
You got to immediately take on a penalty shot. But
come on in. There's a guy 6 yards from you staring at you in the face.
Yeah, wanting to smack it by you, but a little high there and shutout intact as Shepard now gets set for the goal kick here.
And still a little bit of a continued conversation with the Trojan bench over there.
Well, I mean, I understand that because it was kind of both guys trying to make a play. And
when you looked at the replay, Hamer got to the ball first, which normally letter of the law says it's not a red, but it's just the intent and everything around it that referee's discretion.
And the level of contact, I guess, probably had something to do with it. But they were both, neither one of them were letting up in terms of being aware of that. Oh, nice save.
That one picked out of the air by Speed as the Trojans tried to play in across. Coyotes trying to run in the other direction with it and see if they can get something going against the backup keeper. Shepard out to collect.
Boy, that's up and down soccer there. 3 lengths of the field in about 30 seconds.
Sent down the field for the Trojans to chase after.
I'm just thinking in terms of that play. It's like, what are you supposed to do? One guy's trying to do everything he can to score. The other guy's trying to do everything he can to prevent the goal, and he didn't. He didn't go. It didn't seem like, at least, he went out there with hostile intentions.
No,
he was trying to block the ball or get the ball.
And you got to think,
away.
In his mind, the goalie's going to dive for it.
Sure,
but
he is.
Thinking about his own safety, you're not going to dive head first at feet coming at you. You're going to throw the legs in front of it.
That's what they're for in that situation. But I'm sure there's something in the book that covers that.
So it'll be 10-on-11 here for the rest of the second half. Right? That's how it should work. I would think that they have to replace an outfield player.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 9 and the goalie out there for MDI.
So the Trojans playing down a man, but up by 6.
4, 6, and 3 is 9. Yep, 9 and 1 is 10.
Trojans trying to gain possession here in the midfield, taken away by the Coyotes. Jumping in with the interception.
Aiden Susi, 23, getting the ball at midfield, but now MDI has it back.
Stoop with a touch, but has it taken away as MDI coming in the opposite direction. Looking for the cross. Right-footed entry comes in off the head. Oh, it took a deflection. Sullivan had that one steered on goal as he's working on a hat trick and a diving save there from Speed.
Yeah, don't know if it was going into the net, but Speed had to just think about covering the near post and did a nice job of it.
MDI the first to play that ball out of the air, but then knocked out of play off of a Trojan. Kept in play along the far sideline by the Trojans. Some nice footwork over there. Speed trying to keep it in play. He got a hand to it, but not enough, as that'll go out for a corner, and he's got to jog back into his spot in front of goal. Our coverage brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that's proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Cross in off the corner, headed towards goal, and there's a 7th for the Trojans. Let's see who gets credit for that one. Was it Graham skying up over the top? I believe so. Cameron Graham celebrating
21.
After thumping it with the top of his head and into the back of the net.
Senior midfielder there. I don't know, they got a ton of contact on it, but got enough to direct it. As Speed was there trying to corral it in amongst the gaggle of players.
Cameron Graham scoring at 34:09. How about this? The Trojans scored their first goal of the game at 34:19 of the first half, opening the second half scoring at 34:09.
Takes them about 6 minutes to get going. Is that what you're trying to say?
Graham, the 5th goal scorer of the night for the Trojans. Sullivan with 2, Hansen with 2, Webster, Ellis, and Graham also out there.
Yeah, this game will continue until 20 minutes are left, even if MDI scores again. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. Covers the final 20. We'll
get ready to send you off to a picture-in-picture break just in case We lose the second half of this second half. Right back with the commentary here on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Ernie, take it away. Say what you were just saying to me off air.
Well, Connor Sullivan scored his third of the game, right?
Hat trick.
Maybe that was why he was out there, to get the third. You see the lead pass from midfield, and Sullivan ahead of the field has to dribble it past.
Nice little deke.
The goalie, a little deke to the right, and then had to chase it down before it went over the end line, and stuffed it home from that right wing. Short shot into the open net for his third of the game, his fifth in the last 3 days. And it's now 8-0, and so if it remains this way or gets wider, then this game, I believe, will be shortened.
12:25 remaining if we keep this 8-goal score line, this 8-goal margin between the teams.
Well, you give MDI credit here because they had an opponent they knew they had the advantage against, as Old Town looking for its first win since the 23 season, and MDI's just come out and done the job here. Built a big lead, getting a lot of players involved, although that was the third goal for Sullivan.
8 goals split between 5 so far.
Yeah, Sullivan left the game after scoring that goal. I don't expect to see him back at this point.
Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Orno and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orno, IGA, and Callis IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orno and Callis IGAs are hometown proud. We're also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them first, check them off, and do green. Sustainability always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. And at Bangor Tire Company, they have you covered from a lawnmower to a skidder. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Coldbrook Road in Herman or at BangorTire.com. As you see on the graphic, MDI playing with 10 men, but it is not slowing them down at all. Bit of a miss there from speed allows the Trojans to keep the possession alive. Jumping onto it, Webster taking aim for the upper 90, but that ball sails wide.
MDI with nearly a week off before the next game. They are home to Herman next Wednesday, 6 o'clock start from the island. Old Town back in action on Saturday. They head north to play at Presque Isle on the turf up in the Star City. Do you know that Presque Isle was the Star City, by the way? That's an old thing. I was back in the
can't say
old-time newspaper days. A lot more cities had names.
Oh, yeah. Star City, Millinocket, the Magic City.
Magic City. Bangor, the Queen City. Waterville, the Elm City.
So the Star, because they're at the top, just North Star at the top of the state?
Top of the state. Although the folks in Fort Kent and Van Buren and Madawaska would dispute that. I got to take a ride. I always take a ride up there in the fall. Spend one day just riding around, look at the colors and stuff. It's a little early yet, but won't be long.
Old Town punting that upfield and giving a teammate something to chase after. Susie nearly got there before it was collected at the back by Shepard. Our coverage brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or watching football and soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza. Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Coverage also brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning for over 30 years. Bangor's best. Here's a pass up ahead. Flag stays down and a save made at the back. Now that flag might have popped up based on reactions.
Yeah, it did. I hadn't looked for the flag, but I was anticipating it because I think it was Hansen. It was out in front of the field there and a little early.
Put back in play by the Coyotes again with this 8-goal margin. We're looking at a conclusion with 20 minutes on the clock. MDI with a free kick on their attacking side of midfield. Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007, now with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman, Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. There's a long one played into the box. The Trojans unable to get there, though, before it pops out of play. Speed caught outside of the goal, but nothing doing there for MDI.
Yeah, got over his head, but he was far enough to the side and out from the goal where it didn't cost him, as a couple of Trojans there couldn't get the ball before it went out of bounds. It was going pretty fast, not necessarily the highest angle shot, so it had good speed on it.
Played out that wide as the Coyotes take it short from the back off the restart.
Tomorrow night, it's high school football here at Victory Field. Coyotes with a narrow loss. Oh!
Diving save by Speed on the first attempt. The Trojan scrambling to keep it alive. Speed goes through the back of a Trojan, and are they awarding the penalty? Are they not awarding the penalty? Speed's walking away, as are all the white shirts, so.
Looks like it's just a goal kick.
Yeah.
A couple more chances for MDI. As I was saying, Old Town Coyotes lost by 2 to Madomic Valley. Madomic Valley reached the Class C North football championship game last year.
Yeah.
Lost to Herman, and so pretty good effort there by the Coyotes under first-year head coach David Gross, and now they get another tough test as they play host to the Gardner Tigers on Friday night. Gardner coming off a 31-0 win over Oceanside, I think.
That's got to be a cool thing for the players here at Old Town, too, having a head coach that obviously, I mean, if you're playing on a team, you're going to respect the head coach, but just knowing the psyche of a teenager, being 10, 12 years removed from it, having a guy freshly removed from his own playing days,
I think,
and doing so at such a high level.
I think he's 23, and actually, but for knee injuries, he might still be playing at the University of Maine. But one thing I noticed last year was an assistant coach, and you could tell the work he did with the linemen. That's what he did, was play line. Here comes
Trojans looking for a ninth as Speed comes out with the save.
Max Webster trying to get on the scoreboard. But you could see the improvement that Old Town was making at the line of scrimmage with the linemen. And, if you've got a good line in high school football, you get a chance.
Oh, yeah.
And so they've kind of stepped up the game already. Close game against Madomic Valley. Kind of anticipate a close game against Gardner. Don't know if they're favored, but should be fun here at Victory Field.
Trojans looking for a curling effort there. Just taking aim at the goal, up by 8. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction and Roofing, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for a free quote. We're also brought to you by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. Cross played in by the Trojans beyond the dive of Speed and out of play for a goal kick. Down to 25 minutes to play in this second half, but once again, really that's just 5 if the scoreline stays as is.
Cameron Graham with some good work for the MDI Trojans on the right wing there. Got by a couple, 3 defenders to make that cross.
Trojans trying to keep it on the right side of midfield. Old Town will step up and send that one across the track. At Hillside Athletics, they're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit Hillside Athletics today for a full list of equipment services, and training packages. We're also brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Find them at thefitchcompany.com. MDI with a call for a handball there, and thought for a second at this juncture of the game maybe that whistle wasn't coming, but there it is. Tough to deny.
Got to call him.
So potential free kick coming up here. Opportunity for the Trojans. Ellis standing behind the ball. Tough to tell who's to his left there. But it'll be Ellis to take it. Played in as a cross, headed behind goal by the Coyotes. And now the Trojans will set up in the corner.
Yeah, the Trojans have those numbers are like 3 lines rather than solid color.
Can play some tricks on the eye.
Yeah, I know it's announced as we prefer the solid colors, but it's kind of a stylish look.
That's a Noble Brown in the corner to sweep it in with the right foot, and that one floats behind goal. Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home with a complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan, Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty. For all your plumbing needs, it's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. And the Farmer's Table for homestyle cooking, just like Mom makes it. It's the Farmer's Table at 13 Stetson Road in Corinna. Trojans trying to bring it up that far sideline. Ellis passing it back towards the midfield, where the Coyotes intercept. DJ Davis jumping onto the ball. Stoop with it. He got around his defender, but the pass intercepted. Noble Brown there with the timely interception. Played forward here by the Trojans, and can they get a player on the end of it? Nearly, but just running out of room was Henry Hansen. He's another one trying to work on a hat trick here if he has the time.
I think that's probably why he's in there, because Sullivan has not returned. So you got number 3. It's a point of pride for soccer players to get the opportunity. We had a couple around here score 6 in a game. Owen Corrigan from Caribou against Foxcroft Academy in their season opener, and then I forget the kid's first name. I believe his last name is Fitch for Matanoka Academy.
Sophomore, right? Already the leading goal scorer in program history.
Yep, that's a program that's relatively new still. They didn't have soccer for a long time. They were one of the last schools to have soccer. Still quite a football tradition up there, but they've had soccer for a while now.
60 seconds remaining here unless the Coyotes can find a goal. Coverage brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kentuskeg. We're at knowltonautomotive.net. Also brought to you by American-Made Home Goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza in Bangor. Find their incredible selection of USA-made products. Heavy touch there, and maybe denying MDI a final chance at goal.
Yeah, nice pass by Isaac Ellis to set that play up, though, as he led his teammate down the right wing, just a little bit too far.
Trojans playing with 10 men, as you see there on the screen. Their starting keeper, Riken Haymore, picked up a red early on here in the second half.
Collision down by the goal. He was trying to get out to block the ball away.
And Shepard puts it back in play. There's the final whistle. And MDI win number 2 on the season. Only took them 60 minutes to grab it. 8-0 the final scoreline, as you see right there on Ticket TV. Tonight's action brought to you in part by Back Alley Bar and Grill. If you're hungry after the game, swing by inside the Family Fun Bowling Center, the back alley where good times roll and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hilder Street in Bangor, online at backalleyrestaurant.com. And by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years for general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554 or stop by 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. We're back for the post-game show right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Victory Field and welcome into the post-game show here on Ticket TV. 8-0 the final tonight. You see right there the MDI Trojans taking down the Old Town Coyotes in 60 minutes time. When you lead by 8 or more at the high school level in soccer, that's the mercy rule in the final 20 minutes. So MDI gets to head back to the island a little earlier tonight as we welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's making the bold move to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave a quarter pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. Let's get right into it with a look at the post-game highlights presented by Next Home Experience.
Here we are early in the first half. There's a shot by Connor Sullivan for the first goal of the game. It came about 6 minutes in. That's the same one, I think. Nice save there by Max Speed on Sullivan, but the rebound comes in to Max Webster, who scores. Here's the corner kick for the Trojans. Another nice stop by Speed. Max Webster and a diving save that time by Speed to prevent the shot into the far corner. More pressure by MDI. That's Sullivan again on the rebound for his second goal of the half. And that's Isaac Ellis, I believe, to make it 4-0. 8:55 left in the opening 40. Here's Henry Hansen to make it 5-0. He had 2 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, scored the last 2.
Yeah, in the last 8:13. There's Speed doing some good work there. Bid by Old Town, but blocked away by a defender before it got to the MDI goalie. There's Hansen's second goal of the half. That one coming with just 61 seconds left before intermission. And there's the play where the goalie received a red card there. 2 guys going for the ball. Got it with his legs. It looked like he got it first. It's a close play. I'm not sure how it goes, but worked against MDI. Here's Sullivan for the hat trick. Got sent in ahead of the field and then dribbled around the goalie, tucked it into the corner. That made it.
It was the final,
That
right?
was the final one. That was the 8 goal. That came in with 32 minutes left, and as you mentioned earlier, if it gets to be an 8-goal or more differential with 20 minutes or less left in the second half, the game is halted.
Ernie just ran through all those goal scorers. That's basically the game recap. 8 goals, 60 minutes of action tonight at Victory Field. Game recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. For great food, great drinks, and great vibes. And for takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Time now to bring you the play of the game. It's presented by Quirk Auto Group, and it's that 8th and final goal of the night for the MDI Trojans. Also the hat trick effort for their senior leader.
Yeah, good lead pass from about midfield, and Sullivan did a nice job not to get himself off sides, and then it was just a matter of being the goalie to the ball, dribbling around him, and finding the ball before it went off over the end line. Did that in plenty of time. Tuck it into the net for goal number 8 for the MDI Trojans. 5th in 3 days for Connor Sullivan, who had 2 goals against George Stevens Academy on Tuesday.
Quick start to the season for Sullivan. He's our player of the game as well, presented by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar, taking the family out for a great meal, and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor, and at heroesportsgrill.com as we take a look back at his 3 goals here tonight.
Yeah, he's going to get the rebound here off this shot to carry him off a defender. 1 times it. Not easy to do on the run, but got the foot square to it and knocked it home. That was goal number 2. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half for his 3 goals. Senior forward, as we mentioned earlier, heading to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. to play baseball next year. This is senior year. He's got 1 more year of high school baseball left next spring.
Multi-sport star is Mr. Sullivan. He was also one of 3 multi-goal scorers tonight here at Victory Field for the Trojans. Coverage tonight brought to you in part by Mainstay Skincare. If you want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare, Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected. Let's take a look once more at the live events coming up this week on Ticket TV and through the weekend, the 92.9, I should say, the airwaves of 92.9 through the weekend. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, kicking off Week 2. Pregame coverage getting underway in just a few moments. Commanders and Packers kick that one off at 8:15. Then tomorrow night, the Red Sox and Yankees, Game 1 of 3 over the weekend at Fenway. 6:10 is the pregame. 7:10 is the first pitch. Saturday, you bump it back by about 3 hours. Coverage time at 3:10, first pitch at 4:10. And then on Sunday, we get to sneak in a little football out of the 1 o'clock window. Seahawks at Steelers. Red Sox, Yankees, Sunday Night Baseball to wrap it up. Quick look at the broadcast schedule the rest of the week and into next on Ticket TV. As Ernie mentioned, tomorrow night in the next town over at Orono, Red Riots taking on the Stearns Minutemen. 8-man football at 7. Next week, we got a couple of games up in Herman on Monday. The Hawk boys host John Baptist at 6. Tuesday, we're at Cameron Stadium for the Rams versus the Witches in boys soccer. And Thursday, back in Herman for the Hawks against the Crusaders on the girls' side of the pitch. That will just about do it for our coverage here tonight at Victory Field. They're shutting the lights out on us. I think that's the cue to
That would be a hint.
get out.
Yes, indeed.
Let's give credit where it is due around our crew here tonight. As you see the final score, once again, 8-0 in favor of MDI. Max Pottle directing and producing down in the truck. He was whipping up all the graphics. Matt Cunha in there with him in the assistant director role, running the scoreboard. Callum Bryan, our lone camera operator, and Ernie Clark speeding his way up from Bangor to join me on the broadcast.
Well, I figured after all that work Max did on the graphic that I probably ought to show up. So I
Can't leave him
got here as
hanging.
quick as I could.
That will do it for Ticket TV here tonight from Victory Field. MDI 8, Old Town nothing. Thank you for watching high school sports on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy a